Welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. So, still no good preamplifiers on the market? Yeah, I hate to break it to you guys, but there almost aren't any good preamplifiers on the market. I've written a huge text document about this and some really good points how to find one, the price classes, all of that stuff. And I just want to say, let me just make it bigger for you guys. Yeah, that should help you guys. I just want to add a couple of words, and that's I find that most preamplifiers, they just act as a sort of extra signal that you're adding to the system. So you get either no reaction or like a half bad reaction or like a half confusing not sure reaction. And what I've noticed is that a lot of the people that I know that had preamplifiers is that they tend to stick with a lot of individual pieces of gear here and there that is sabotaging their system. It's a bit like, yeah, to give you a good analogy, it's a bit like being a rich kid and the money just keeps on coming in, boom, boom, boom. But you just don't realize how abusive that person is that you depend on, that is giving you that money. So let's just say that you're Donald Trump Jr. or something like that, and your dad's Mr. Donald Trump. That's kind of the feeling I get with a lot of preamplifiers out there. There is, of course, huge differences between some of them, and a lot of them have some really good qualities. I just don't find that those qualities overweigh the negative. I just usually find that you're adding signal, you're adding cost to the system. Things stop reacting, and you're kind of satisfied because you're getting all of this power, all of this control, but you're not really connected with the music, and you just don't know why and what to do. And it's super frustrating. It's a bit like having a friend that that you know for many years, and you suddenly you just take that friend out to a party, you go out to meet some new people, and you start realizing that this is a completely different person that you have a hard time connecting with in public. I've seen this a lot of times in public where like the daughter or the son goes out with the mom and dad in the supermarket or wherever it is in social life, and the connection is kind of lost because they've got all of their attention on like what signal am I sending to the world, and I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. It's almost as if that connection just isn't there anymore, and everything becomes weird and sort of out of phase and disassociative. And I could also like compare it to a piano. Let's just say that you have these, I can't remember what these things are called that you press on. Let's just say that there are like 50 or 100 of them. To me, adding a preamp many times feels as if you're taking, I don't know, 5 or 10 keys away out of 50. That's how I feel a lot of times with preamps. But once you get into a certain class, a certain price range that I've described here, I feel that suddenly things start to change, and it becomes a lot more interesting, a lot more easy to work with. And of course, once you do all of these things that I mentioned on my channel, of course you can make a half good preamplifier sound a lot better. But I just find that the main core of the sound is the signature. And I feel that when you're adding a preamp, what you're basically focusing on is the structure. And some people will like that. Some people will like this huge focus on structure. So if you're one of those types of people, fine. And then of course you're paying more and more, then it gets more fine, the structure, and then it almost turns so natural that yeah, you're kind of convinced that this is a preamp that's good enough for you. So I guess, all in all, you just have to find in the end what price range you want to listen to, what you want to focus on price wise. Because I think that a lot of people are really half fooling themselves, thinking that they can get a really good preamp for only a couple of hundred or a couple of $1,000. I want to say that that's really difficult. That's really difficult to do. So yeah, you can read the text document that I have written here. There's a lot of good information here. And I'm going to try and do this with my other videos. Try and take it through 3 different sizes of text, just to make it easy on you guys so you can read the text. And of course, if you can make it full screen and 720p resolution on a PC, that will of course make it easier for you guys. So I hope that helped you guys. And this is me logging off. Have a nice day.